could you think I don't know? I've been around, but never somewhere this cold.
Are you recording?
Yep.
So bottom line up front on Pensacola when you come to visit is number one, don't stay in a mainstream hotel, stay in an awesome bed and breakfast like Victorian old style like we did, which by the way, you'll see later in the video, but I'll link it in the description. It is really cool. Number two, walk up and down Palafox Street. That's the main drag in the downtown historic district. It's really awesome. Lots of bars, cafes, art galleries, shopping, and it's got a New Orleans feel, but it's more intimate, more tight, more close-knit. And the third thing that's different from this to New Orleans is that there's beautiful beaches here too, so you might as well go check those out. But lots of things to do in Pensacola, really great city. I like it a lot.
You take away you want, but it's never, I'm never enough. I'm caught up in a fool's love, 'cause I'm burning up for you and I can't let go. I feel the sky fall around me and you don't know. Diamond lights got me hooked on your false hope.
This is the Pensacola Rafiki Bridge. Graffiti Bridge. It's purely graffiti, it's not really art. We thought maybe it'd be artistic, but it's not.
Hey, don't judge. That can be somebody's art.
But look at the kitty cats.
Yeah.
So you can come here if you want. It's a basic graffiti bridge. I think maybe it's got good potential for Instagram, but some cities will have a lot of street art that they contract out or encourage. I think this is just a bridge where they said, yeah, you guys can spray paint whatever you want. And people did. So you might see 1 to 3 to 5 complete with patched on the bridge. But you also might see really nice, like, artistic things of like the kitty cats and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. But now we're gonna go to the lighthouse, which should be cooler than that.
One more fight turns into one more night, and I'm always gonna try and say that it's the last time.
So the guy at the top, Mike, the keeper, was telling us how haunted the lighthouse is, how haunted it is, and he hears noises all the time, but he always says please and thank you to the spirits. So when a medium came and kind of like detected the spirits, they said they actually really liked him because he was so polite. And they've done an episode of Ghost Hunters here, and yeah, it's haunted.
Goes down. Jason and Grant climb the tower, and they're not alone.
That just came from up above us. Who's afraid?
Then you say it's what you want, but it's never, never enough. I'm living in a fool's love, 'cause I'm burning up.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Come on.
So we're here at Plaza de Luna in Pensacola, and Pensacola is really cool because a lot of cities have a lot of influence from different countries and whatnot. Like if you go to New Orleans, obviously it has a lot of French influence because the French ruled there. But Pensacola, they call the city of 5 flags because it has been dominated and controlled by Spain, Great Britain, China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and Singapore, as a matter of fact.
Lies.
That's probably not right, but look, so Spain is one of the influences you'll find in Pensacola. There's a France, and Great Britain, not poor Britain, Great Britain. And the Confederate States, not the Union. That'd be weird if they were down here because we're in Florida. And the United States is currently the country that owns Pensacola, if you were unsure. This is a statue of Sir William Farrell. He conquered when the Japanese came. When the Japanese came, he showed up, and with his little mini skirt, completely confused them because he walked onto the battlefield with his mini skirt, showed them the mini skirt. And when they were distracted by the mini skirt, he took his sword and they chopped him. He chopped him. And that's how the great battle of that's how the Pensacolians were originally saved by Sir William Farrell. Okay, none of that's true, but Pensacola was controlled by 5 different countries, which is why there's a lot of cool different influences here, so it's really neat to walk around. This is the Palafox Pier, and this is where they hold a festival of the 5 flags every once in a while.
For the enter, that way you'll just be able to know what it's at.
Wow! So we're at Pensacola Bay Brewery. There's actually quite a few breweries in Pensacola that are walking distance if you're staying anywhere near Palafox Street, and this is one of the more popular ones. It's only $5 for a tour, and that includes the beer at the end. The beers cost about $4.50, so really you're paying 50 cents for the tour. Really cool, recommend it. We had a good time, and now we're on to the next brewery. We're going to Perfect Plain. This brewery opened up only about a month ago, so it's a brand new brewery, dog friendly. They have about 8 rotating beers, and it's called Perfect Plain because Andrew Jackson's wife, when she saw Pensacola, said it was a perfect plain. It was like flour, but it could grow lots of crops. I don't know why that's relevant, but it's a cool brewery. It's right off Palafox. It's worth walking to get some good brews.
What are you doing? I'm the nerd who forgot to close my tab. Don't.
Hey Jimmy, tell us about our lodging.
Our lodging. So we're at the Pensacola Victorian Bed and Breakfast, and in Pensacola there's a lot of hotels that are near Palafox Street, which is kind of where you go to have fun and all the cool things you can look at, but this bed and breakfast is only 2 blocks away from there, and so it's walking distance, and this is probably the coolest B&B I've stayed in. The house is from the 1850s, really huge suite, and I think it was about $150 a night. So if you want kind of like the charming Pensacola experience and everything the city has to offer, I would say steer clear of Holiday Inn Express and big hotels like that, and try to get a nice little Victorian bed and breakfast like this. But yeah, just have a look around, it's really cool.
Words you say, they never hold the weight. All they do is suffocate the love I have for you. Time is running out, you're a thought habit now. I shouldn't be made to feel this way, wanting something real. Learning I can't let go. Scaffolds you don't know. Lies got me hooked on your false hope. Loving you is fool's gold. Fool's gold. Fool's gold.
Pensacola has a lot of, if you saw in Palafox, there's a lot of balconies. There's a lot of rooftop dining and balconies on all the cafes and restaurants, which is really nice because some cities have ordinances that you can't do that, like where we live, Fort Walton Beach. But yeah, it's nice to get a coffee and hang out, enjoy the nice breeze. I think Palafox is like a little miniature Bourbon Street, kind of like New Orleans. Not as crazy, not as many shenanigans and hooligans, but you've got the European influence, and there's lots of cafes and art galleries and bars, of course, really nice restaurants. It's not really long, it's not huge, like you can walk the entirety of Palafox probably in 15-20 minutes, but I actually like that. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit this big white circle right here so you can keep track of the cool travel and adventure videos we'll be putting out in the coming weeks. Next weekend, we're really excited to be heading to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. The weekend after that, we'll be traveling to South Korea for the Winter Olympics, and then shortly after that, we'll be taking a quick 3-day trip to Colombia. So stay tuned.
But it's never